Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you.
Hey, what's up guys, TeamDemise Andy here, and today I'm coming at you with a top 10 favorite Naruto characters. Now, a little disclaimer, this isn't who I think are the best characters, these are who I think are my favorite. Also, spoiler alert, there's spoilers in this video, major ones, so be advised, and I'll catch you guys after the video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into my number 10 to start this list off right. So, my number 10 is Neji Hyuga. Alright, so I picked Neji because he was a cool, calm, collected character that I really liked in the series, who was also a star prodigy. Neji was one of those characters that was used to the perfect extent of being there and being gone. We didn't see him enough to get bored with him, but we seen him just enough to keep interest in him, if that makes any sense at all. Now, we'll go ahead and throw out another disclaimer. I haven't seen Neji's death yet, and I don't know what it's going to be like, but if they use it in any way to progress Hinata in Naruto, I think it's going to be great. I haven't seen the full series. I'm more than halfway through Shippuden, I think. I don't remember how many episodes it has, but I'm trying to finish it. But Neji, he's spot on so far. I hope they finish out very, very strong. Alright, so moving on to my number 9 pick, we're keeping it in the team, so to speak. Yes, number 9 is another Team Guy member, but I had problems placing both of these characters. I wanted to place Neji at 9 and Lee at 10 and then back and forth, but we see more of Lee, so we get to know a little bit more about him, so that's why he's here. I mean, though, once I started thinking about it, in all honesty, Lee's character is a dumbed-down version of a hero in himself. He's the kid who doesn't have the power. He doesn't have anything to make him special and stand out, kind of like Naruto. But he slowly had trained himself into becoming a badass. Lee's story and drive would make it on this list regardless, but like if you just think about all the things that we've seen Lee do, like his leg injury where he had a 50-50 chance of like survival, and if he didn't do it, he could never be a ninja again. I mean, it was kind of corny and cheesy how it all turned out with like him just fighting, but I mean, if we would have got just like maybe like 10 more minutes of like, or 10 more pages, whatever, of like backstory on that surgery, it'd have been great. Alright, so my number 8, remember how in the beginning of the video I said I think these are my favorite characters? Well, that applies. Alright, so Gurren is my number 8, but this is the one I can tell you all the least about. Alright, I know it sounds weird and all, but I just loved her character. I don't know why I liked it, it's just like, we only seen her for one arc or whatever, but I mean, her crystals were awesome. She had a full-on storyline. And she was one of Orochimaru's henchmen that, like, transfer back and forth. Long story short, though, like I said, I can't really explain it. I just loved her character, her story, her small development, and, like, heel turn. But that's just me. She's not for everyone, guaranteed. Alright, so number 7 was actually my favorite character up until I started fully watching all the time. In the very beginning, when we first see all the ninjas in the classroom, Kiba was my favorite. I think I was attracted to him because his like hair looked badass and he had a fucking dog with him. That was sick. Over time, though, I just kind of grew away from the character. I mean, he kind of became sideliner, and even though you did see him in a few arcs, he wasn't very often around. I still really like the character, though, and I love the dog still, but he's just not my number 1 anymore. Alright, so coming in at number 6, we're starting off with our first Akatsuki member. Here we go. Probably not who everybody thought, but I believe Deidara was amazing in everything he was in. I mean, I loved his jutsu. I mean, he was great. I mean, I love his look overall, because he looks like a badass, and he gives the character vibe of one as well. The first time they were having a talk about the whole art thing, him and Sasori, I was kind of like tilted about it. I didn't like it, but it slowly grew on me and became one of my favorite things that Deidara did. All in all, though, Deidara is just one of my favorite Akatsuki members. I know there's a lot more badass ones, but he's just one of my personal favorites. Alright, we're halfway through the list and coming at number 5, if I can talk. Yeah, it's the only Akatsuki member I like better than Deidara. Itachi is just such a cool design. You see him all the way from the very beginning when Sasuke first starts having like his flashback, storyline thing. In all honesty, though, his character kind of gets lost in the story if you don't think about it. The only reason I think I even thought and remembered to put him on this list was I just watched his and Sasuke's fight, and holy shit was it good. Now, I'm not far enough to know if the bombshell that was dropped about Itachi is true or not yet, to where he was just trying to protect Sasuke, but I hope it is because that just forwards this storyline so much. Alright, coming up on the table is number 4, and this one is very shocking to me and you all. Now, I haven't looked around on the internet to see what the initial, solid overview reaction for Sai is, but I hated him. I literally hated this character with a passion when he was first introduced. Although he had a really cool look and vibe, I felt like he was just a douchebag and they were trying to replace Sasuke with him. It wasn't good at all in the very beginning, but they really turned his character around a lot. The whole persona he has where I'm at right now, to where he's trying to learn how to be friends with people and be nice and everything, and he's reading all these books, it's great comedy relief. I love his jutsu, it's cool. I mean, he's just a good character now, but they threw him in such a stupid way. But I feel like he might not have worked out so well if they didn't throw him in like that. I don't know how his character is going to turn out in the future, if he's going to go back to being, Danzo's bitch. But, if he doesn't, then hey, he's a great character. I like him. So he's my number 4. Alright, number 3 is not going to be a shock to many people. It might be for the placing on this list, but he's probably on everyone's. Kakashi was one of those characters that just the first look at, and I knew I was going to love this character. Now, we see his mood change a little bit over the series, and it wasn't really explained too much, but when we got his backstory, it was. His whole cloning jutsu stuff is so cool, and how he has the Sharingan in one eye, I loved it. They set him up perfect, and at the end of the day, they have done a great job with Kakashi. I heard he becomes the Hokage. I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully it does good. I can't say that I wouldn't have placed Kakashi on this list if I hadn't have got his backstory already, but I don't think he would be this high up. His backstory was brilliant. They explained everything and how it worked, and it had the emotion trip. And so we're down to 2 people left. I wonder who they could be. I think you're going to like these 2. So not a major shock to most people, Gaara is my second favorite character of the series. I love his look, his personality, his outlook on things, from the beginning or when Naruto changes him. Plus, just think about it. This dude becomes the Kazekage. I think it's what the village hidden in the sand uses. But he's just overall awesome. And if you don't like sand, well, you're salty, bro. Gaara was a standout character alone in the Chunin exams. And we actually watch him die, but then be brought back to life by Lady Chiyo. It's such a weird thing to see and how it happened, but overall, I loved his character, and I think it's great. If you don't like Gaara, I understand he can be kind of repulsive, but I like him, so have fun.
Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Driving towards the sun with a rose and a gun. Feel the wind in my hair, going nowhere I swear. Like an outlaw on the run, dangerous but it's so fun. Running, running, no, hold on, don't let go. Running, running.
What a great song to show off our honorable mentions. But our number 1 pick is coming up right now. Yeah, you're seeing it correctly. Shikamaru is my favorite character. I loved his attitude, his catchphrase, his look, his jutsu. I think Shikamaru was the perfect all-around character, and I wish we would have got to see a whole hell of a lot more of him. What really set him above the rest of the competition, though, was his fight with Hidan. Holy shit, that was a brilliant strategy, plan, set up, build up, payoff. They killed his sensei. He killed and trapped the unkillable. He done sitting in a hole right now. I don't know if he's ever going to get out because I haven't seen that far. But if he does, he better watch the fuck out for Shikamaru, dude. Holy shit, he was pissed. In the end, though, I picked Shikamaru as my number one because he's funny, he's cool, he had a purpose, meaning he was the first one to become a Jonin. His strategy was, oh, it's beautiful. Like, if you haven't seen the episode where he fights Hedon and you don't mind about spoilers, definitely check it out. Like, holy shit, it is amazing. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're nearing 90 subs. We might have it by the time this video goes up, but I doubt it. But if you have a different top 10, then tell me in the comments below. I'll definitely reply to you and tell you what I think. I reply to most every comment that's actual, doesn't get hit as spam, I know. But, you know, thanks for watching. It means so much, guys, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.